time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take ADP, 3 the hard ways.
Friday, Sunday.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take
baby.
3 the hard ways.
That's right. You're now rocking with the best 3 PMD, better known as 3 the hard way. Tank Arb and ADP. And like we always do about this time, each man is responsible for whatever comes out of his mouth. That being said, anything that comes out of my mouth or the quartermaster's mouth do not represent the views and opinions of one, just one, Mr. ADP, Mr. Westside. After 8 o'clock, Mr. Turn off the lights. For all you sippers out there, Mr. 2020. And God damn it, you know him and love him.
Yes,
Matter of fact, we all do. The lady of the house's very own, how about you, man, Mr. Motherfucking Eddie Coppola. Give it up, everyone.
in the motherfucking house.
Let's
And
fight
shout
this
out.
goddamn evil.
And shout out Kid Capri.
Shout out, Kid. Beat down Brown again.
Oh,
They was at the Roxy back in '94.
The Roxy.
hey, we got to give a shout out to our new few subscribers. Thank you
Indeed.
for tuning in.
Indeed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And actually, we're gonna have a crypto giveaway next week. So stay tuned for the channel. We'll be listing the requirements to be in the running for some cryptocurrency. Like, share, and subscribe.
All
And
that good stuff. You
That
know,
part.
yeah,
we
all
do
that
about
good
this time, Negroes to cryptos.
hey, that's the next channel, man.
Yeah.
That's the next channel.
From Negroes to crypto.
I'm telling
That's
you.
what we talk about, brother. In between.
Right.
All that in between, bro. So,
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all
So
ready to
yes.
get into this?
Hey,
Yep.
let's get it.
yeah. Did you see anything about this, Mr. Obb?
You know what? I saw something about it. I mean, well, I didn't see this particular picture. Is that baby's dick?
Yeah, that's that baby's dick.
The infamous Nirvana cover, man. Yeah.
So wait a minute. How old is this shit?
What you do?
90s.
Yeah, dude might be in
pushing
his
30.
late 20s, early 30s or something like that. That
So-
baby is all grown up now and suing for child
because his
porn.
dick's still the same size.
That's what I was thinking, man. They put my shit out on Front Street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
This is my thing. For me to get an idea of, I need to know what's going on in this young man's life that he waited. Like, why now? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not a year ago?
Dude, times is tough. You know, the pandemic hit everybody in different ways,
Okay.
and who knows what's going through Young's head right now? Like, dude, I got
So we on the same page.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So we on the same page. Yeah.
Just like
yeah.
the art imitating life. Little boy chasing after that dollar.
Right.
Still doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what?
You ought to get into porn.
That's perfectly said.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't fuck. Like, make money off that baby dick of yours, bro.
Man, stop with the baby D.
Hey, so he gonna use it?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say he gonna use this to promote his OnlyFans shit.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, but
That's
real
fucked
talk,
up.
man, old boy should be getting some royalties, man. I mean, that's what this whole world is missing, is
Right.
that you sign away all your rights, for a couple hundred. I'm sure they pay their baby like $300, something like that.
That was
just
it.
for a photo shoot. And that album,
That's what the baby negotiated.
Nirvana's still big. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
still talk about Nirvana and Kurt Cobain and all that other shit from back then.
All of those rock groups still big.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, man, royalties need to be built in for everybody that takes part in a project.
But
And that goes from
yeah, I get that, but that was back in the 90s.
Right.
Things have changed. Mind you, I read some of the article and it said that his dad got the call and was like, hey man, you want to utilize your baby. We're doing a photo shoot. we need the baby to throw in the drink, and we'll toss you a couple $100, and then afterwards we have a cookout. Dad was like, hell yeah, son, just took the baby down there, threw him in the pool, took him out, collected his cash, and that was the end of it. Didn't know that this was going to do what it did. This album was huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like I said, it's easily a money grab. All they really got to say is, man, you were a baby. We cut the deal with your dad, and he's been compensated. $500 and some ribs, some baby backs.
That's it. It's just
some
one of
baby
those
backs for a baby dick. That's what I mean. So,
but he said that through the years he tried to recreate that photo shoot.
Wait,
you gotta read the article, man. He tried to recreate it, and then people are like, dude, man, don't be out there with your dick out, man. Put some shorts on, man. No, don't do that.
And the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Hey, man, if that's your claim to fame, and that's your, couple minutes of fame, hey, man, he gonna try to ride it. Like, I was that baby, right? I don't know, man.
Do you think he's getting any groupie sex from this?
He might. Think about
Maybe
it.
some high school teacher that digs on students and saw that baby dick.
Dude, it's rock and roll. Anything's possible. Anything is possible.
I was gonna say next thing we know, the Baby on Biggie's album was gonna come out with sue the estate for royalties, but that was Biggie on the cover. That was Biggie. But this cat, I mean, of all the shit to shoot for, man, it don't get no more frivolous than this, man.
Hey, man, welcome to America.
America.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome to America. That is me on that cover. And I ain't got shit. I can't even afford to buy the album.
I ain't got the $500 they gave my daddy.
And I don't even think it was $5. It was just like a couple $100.
He could have put that shit into an interest-bearing account. Damn.
Come on now. Somebody called you up talking about, we need to throw your baby in the pool, and you up for it, dude. You tight on cash as is. If you're doing that, you just take a simple phone call. Like, I don't give a shit what you do with him. He ain't even got no clothes on. Just throw him in there. I was going to put him in the tub and I'm in it anyway. Go ahead, throw him in the pool.
I've been black a long time, so our people will not throw one of our babies in a fucking swimming pool. So I can't even relate to this 100%.
Who the fuck gonna go in after it?
But what I'm thinking is that this daddy probably paid $300 for an abortion that didn't go well. So when somebody offered to drown his baby for a couple $100, he can get that money back and get rid of the kid. I think that's what's going through Pop's mind. I'm assuming he talked to his dad about that $300 or $400, $500, that measly couple of dollars that he got for this photo shoot, and his dad told him to eat a dick, and now he's suing the company.
You know what's crazy, man? I also read that the label sent the kid a platinum plaque.
Wow.
You know how insulting that is? Like, dude, I could get the plaque, but I can't get no royalties. You sending me a plaque?
What did they say?
You know what I mean? And I can't get paid a percentage, something.
When did they send him the plaque?
I don't know, man, but they said they sent him a plaque.
They probably said, man, you
for the
better
anniversary or something. For the anniversary or something. I don't think it was like the original, just like the anniversary, but that shit it did numbers, man. That stuff is still doing numbers. That album? Yeah, that's the one with Smells Like Teen Spirit and, what else was on that album? But yeah, that shit rocked.
Yeah.
They probably was like, you better sell that plaque, motherfucker. That we ain't giving you no money. Like you was on the cover. You ain't sang their song, motherfucker. Damn.
Yeah, that group was huge. I remember being in high school. I didn't have no fucking clue who these motherfuckers were. But
that Seattle grunge, man.
Yeah. Kurt Cobain is like the day after he killed himself, right? And the cat whose locker is next to mine, he crying, he opened up his locker and there's a picture. And I'm like, who is that? Jesus? He's like, nah, man, that's Kurt Cobain. I was like, oh.
Right, you're right, man.
Why the fuck you got him in your locker?
He spoke to a generation, man. That's all.
He did.
Look, all those groups, it was what, Nirvana, Guns N' Roses, fucking shit, just all of them, man. All of those motherfuckers was popular back in the day, man.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
said,
so
once Kirk killed himself, the drummer for Nirvana is the front man for the Foo Fighters. So yeah, man. I mean, it was just a talented group. You know what I mean? A tragedy happened, and you know, the rest is history. But yeah, definitely, I'm gonna have to look up the numbers on what that Nevermind album did, and I know, especially after, you know, it was on the heels of his death. So yeah, man, it's crazy. But yeah, this just piqued my interest. Like, this dude is coming back now, trying to get $1. Times is tough.
Man, look, in reality, I'm not shocked, man. Like I said, when around the time Dolomite came out, we talked about this. You had motherfuckers talking about Eddie Murphy needed to apologize for shit from 30 years ago. Like, people reaching back in time for shit, whether it's financial or just emotional. I want an apology type shit, man. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, but this is a little far reaching. You know,
yeah,
what I mean?
no, absolutely. I'm with you.
It's done. Like, dude, you know, that's just, you could just ride with that clout saying that's you, and just that's it, man. A lot of folks got robbed. Just think about the folks who actually participated in the group who didn't get paid.
Right.
All the engineers, you know, all the people who, you know, put in the actual work, who's still waiting for a check. You know,
I bet the record company pays them to go away.
They might.
I guarantee you they will. I mean, you know, you get corporate law firms involved, and man, you talking about like at least $2,500 an hour.
Yeah.
You know, and then just to hear this bullshit or read through the paperwork or just write an email and a response will take them like they'll bill you 3 or 4 hours. Like they'll cut him a check for 10 grand for baby peepees, you know, and he'll go away. You know, like it just like there are so many frivolous lawsuits in America. It's surprising that this bullshit made the news, you know, because really, like I saw the dude, and I don't think that he is employed in corporate America. He looks like he works for a living. If you know, so you know, times is tough.
Somebody will take this. You're right. A law firm or somebody will take the case.
Yeah.
You don't get paid. You know, we don't get paid until you get paid. One of those type deals. So we'll see how that works out for him, man. Thought that was interesting, man.
All right, it is America, man. You can sue for anything.
Indeed.
Yeah, man.
Speed to him.
Yeah. How about it? Mr. K. Dot, working on that last album, said, yeah, this it. You know, trying to do my own thing, hopefully. What I'm hoping he don't do is pull a Andre 3000 and just go off into the sunset. You know what I mean? For years on years, and not putting any product out there, and then just come out and do features here and there.
Yeah,
that's cool. I hope he leaves, you know, TDE and just do his own thing.
No, I thought TDE was his. What's the deal?
Nah, he's on the label. That's Top Dog, you know.
I'm thinking he might do something completely different. I mean, still rap music, you know, but this will be the last one just on that label.
Probably go to Rock Nation or some shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I hope he don't pull a 3000, because you know, now we hear him, you know, there's sightings of him in the airport playing a damn flute. You know what I mean?
Man.
This motherfucker's paying now.
I mean, after that Love Below or whatever, that double album, and they didn't went, you know, 10 times platinum. Shit. You know, he's like, I'm good. You know, I'm done with the rap game. You know, I'm not going back in there and putting together another body of work. I'm good. You know, but
you know what, man? That comedians always say this, man. Especially once they make it, you'll hear comedians talk about other comedians, and they talk about how hard the road is. You know, that they never want to go back to.
Right.
You know, doing those
chitlin circuit,
the chitlin circuit. You know, I'm not saying he's doing the chitlin circuit, but that road, he might. Hopefully, he's not. It's not a situation like you gentlemen are saying where he's tired of the road. Hopefully, hopefully it's a situation where he's going for a better deal. you know, and he finds a good home. And hey, because I was under the impression he was with Dr. Dre. Oh, what?
Yeah, he's under TDE, man.
I'm all fucked up. I mean,
my thing is, I just hope, like Jay-Z said, man, why are these cats still signing deals? Do your own fucking thing. Yeah, there's no need to. With the internet, you don't have to sign with anybody. You could just put something out, like what Chief did or whatever.
Nipsey
shot
proved
that video and shit, and Nipsey.
Yeah, Nipsey. See, Nipsey had to clarify. He never signed with Tommy Boy. He like a record deal. It was a partnership thing. Same thing he had with Puma. It was all partnership.
Yeah.
So Kendrick is immensely talented, man. Very. A breath of fresh air amongst what we've been getting for the last 10, 15 fucking years.
And that's why I kept putting emphasis on, I hope he don't go away. I just hope he stop doing the label thing and then start dropping independent shit.
Here's what I'm thinking. We're in a new digital age. We're talking about blockchain again. So how about, so in the last couple of weeks, we saw what a Tribe Called Quest, somebody published their first album as an NFT.
Yep.
And now they're fighting.
Yeah.
Now, who needs those arguments? So Kendrick Lamar might in the future start releasing music on blockchain as NFTs.
Well, Tory Lanez just did that.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably where all music is going.
It's going
because there's no more labels. You get paid directly, and it happens instantly. Like there is no censorship. He is free to do whatever the fuck he wants, and he will get paid for it, and nobody else will. It will be his indefinitely. Something he can hand off to his kids. None of this court bullshit. None of this record label goes out of business and some dude, buys your shit in a lump at an auction. Like none of that. It's always his. That's where music's headed.
Well, let's hope that happens. And hopefully, somebody's on this team is pretty much on the same wavelength you are on, what you're talking about right now. And that's the next move for him, and everybody else follows suit, because I'm just tired of hearing these stories of cats just getting raped.
That's what I was. That's where I was going. Yeah,
for their talent, it's just ridiculous. Especially time and time again, we keep hearing these same stories. Like, dude, I didn't read my contract. Haven't you learned? Haven't you seen these movies? All these damn documentaries about cats getting, just robbed. Like you getting lunch money. You know what I mean? You got cats who ain't never stepped in the studio, and their kids are straight.
Look, and that's the thing, man. When you look at all of these brothers, look, hip hop. We could talk about R&B and all of that shit, but hip hop alone could have changed the whole trajectory of the black people. But like you said, is others who set their kids up off of this music, man, and they probably don't even listen to the shit. They just collect the money. And these artists, man, they put their heart and soul into the music themselves, including the producers, engineers, and they come out with nothing, man. I mean, I know the Locks and Puffy, they straight now, but look how long they was fighting that motherfucker to get their publishing and their royalties.
Yeah.
But by the time he turned it over to him, it was, I'm sure it was selling, but it wasn't selling like, when he had it. Now, the thing is, we didn't talk about this, but I'm quite sure that verses with Jadakiss, I mean, with the Locks and the Diplomats, that sent the price, the price of the package up.
Yeah, that just reintroduced them to a whole new
there you go.
A whole new generation, because they're not on tour like they used to or whatever. But Styles P actually has been writing a lot. He actually said he got a couple songs on that new Donda, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, that just reintroduced their music and Dipset to a whole new generation. Which is cool, because they're feeling it. You know what I mean?
And think about what it's doing for them as far as their publishing and their royalties go. They cashing in big.
Exactly.
Jada and the Locks, I've been getting Styles P's albums for years. So yeah, man, so hey man, Kendrick is that dude. And hey man, I hope he keeps pumping them out.
like I said, man, they said he fulfilled his obligation.
Mhm.
I'm glad he didn't sign like a 10, 15 album deal or whatever where he's
Yeah.
locked in for life. What I think he
Yeah.
gave him three albums. That's enough.
Because
Yeah.
the fucked up thing is, you can sign that deal. Hell, let's say it's a 5-album deal. All these motherfuckers got to say to keep you locked into that contract. This album ain't good enough.
Yeah, I mean they could, but then you
You
get
know?
tied up in court and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want the bad press because they are the hottest label in the West.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? They are, like Snoop said, they are the new Death Row without the bullshit.
Now
They
who's
got
on that label? I know
Isaiah Rashad, Schoolboy Q,
Schoolboy, Schoolboy, nice.
SZA.
Ooh.
Dude, they got a roster, man. You look up their lineup, man. They just don't put out like they should with all that talent, but they got a dream team of just
hitters,
uber talent on that, and what you call it was carrying the torch. But I tell you what, that damn Isaiah Rashad coming in underneath Kendrick, watch that lane.
I'm gonna have to check him out. I never even heard of him.
Dope. It's from Tennessee, Chattanooga. Dope.
Okay, is it Absol? Oh, Schoolboy Q, Punch, Reason. Oh yeah. Yeah, they killing it.
Yeah, without the bullshit, man. They got
Black
some solid.
Car.
What's his name? J Rock. Fuck, I forgot about him. I mean, Sir. Sorry, that dude is very talented as well. But yeah, man, check out their roster. TDE got it. They got it right now.
Yeah.
Shit. I was shocked to see he got 17 years in the game. Like, it just seemed like he came out yesterday, man.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I still think of him as that new cat. Like,
yeah. The thing is, he used to open for J Rock.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But then, they linked up with Dre and, for a couple tracks, and that was it. He took off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, definitely, man. It's gonna be something. I want to watch that space and see what Mr. Lamar do next. I just hope he don't fucking disappear.
I hope not, man, because I'd still be praying for an Andre 3000 album of him rapping, not the singing shit, but the rapping.
Exactly.
Love Below was great, but that should have depressed you,
Get you too much in touch with your feelings.
Oh man, motherfucker dressed like Cupid and shit.
Just expressing himself. What's killer is that he was like, dude, I've been like this. I wanted to do that on the Southern Playalistic album. He was like, but y'all would have dropped me. It's like if I'd have came out the gate, with all those wigs and all that other shit. He was like, dude, there's like Dre been like that. That wasn't a gimmick. That was just him, and we had to tone it down.
Yeah, we thought Badu did the shit to him.
Nah, that was him. It was like, dude, he's been like that, extra artistic, and we had to suppress it. I'm like, dude, we're gonna do this player shit. We're gonna get him hooked, and then we're gonna ease him into this, AT aliens. You know what I mean? Then we're gonna just keep going on, and then we're gonna let you, that's what you're gonna do your album. I'm gonna do my album.
Wig. No,
yeah,
you gonna put these cornrows in your motherfucking hair.
You gonna put this Kango on,
right? I want to dress up like Batman, though.
No.
Listen,
we're gonna put you in the drop top Cadillac,
right?
We're gonna put this Henny in your hand, and
this
is what you're gonna do.
It's gonna be on Dubs. I don't drink.
You do now,
motherfucker. Shit.
Walking around with some damn moon boots on and fucking
the fuck is
Atlanta.
Wrong with you? Oh man.
Hey man, if any place, man, Atlanta is the San Francisco of the East.
Or the South.
Right. Right.
Of the South. I got you. Okay.
Man, let's get into this shit, man.
All right, dig in, man. Dig in.
Okay. Who wants to introduce who this motherfucker is, man?
All right. So Lieutenant Bird, the black officer who was working at the Capitol that day as security, being a Capitol police officer. he's the one who ended up shooting this Capitol rioter in the face when she breaks through the door, when they were just about to enter the chambers.
Mhm.
So dude's been hiding out for a little bit. Now he come out, making his rounds on the news.
What was the point though?
I don't I don't know, man. I don't know. I think all that bullshit's heating up about what was going on that day, kind of behind the scenes that everybody was covering up. I think he's part of the media tour for that nonsense.
But still, it's a head scratcher. Like, dude, you got away with it. It's over. The last thing you need to do is bring that kind of shine to yourself, because there's a lot of folks that, want to put a target on him.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like, why in the hell would you help them?
Man, they've been trying to figure out who the person was that did that shit. Now, somebody had the bright idea of zooming in and they saw it was a black hand. They said, oh, it's a black motherfucker did it.
Wow.
Somebody zoomed in on the photo. They was like, that hand is black. But listen, man, look, these motherfuckers pretty much showed how fucked up they are.
Yeah.
You got a certain part of government. Now, here's my thing. You got certain factions within that government that he was trying to protect that day. They trying to blow the shit off and say, oh, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And so you coming out like, what if something happened? These fucking people ain't going to protect him.
No, they're not going to protect him. They're not going to protect his family.
No, just
like I said, everybody's a target. That was my main point of him coming out. Like, dude, it ain't about you. If they can't get you, they will touch anything. But like, payback.
I don't know if he was in hiding or whatever. Was he?
I understand. No, I don't think he was in hiding.
Think he was in hiding.
Don't go making the rounds.
Yeah.
Why you got a microphone and camera in your face talking about this?
Because
this happened at work.
Know that OJ ain't the only one to get away with killing a white woman in America and walking free.
Listen,
Maybe
OJ didn't do that shit.
Like,
number one.
Wow. There you go. Okay.
Number two. He
did
it.
My thing is why would you want that kind of heat?
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and I thought, wouldn't that be like some type of something you can't speak on, a disclosure or something? Like, dude, that I don't know if the case is
employed. Yeah, wow. Maybe he's not employed by the police department anymore. I don't know.
Like I said, what is the protocol on that?
Damn.
If you kill somebody at work and you're allowed to go around and talk about it, it's not like he was George Zimmerman or anything.
Listen, man,
you know what I mean? He was actual police.
For me, every motherfucker that was inside of that building on January 6th was fucking wrong. The man did his job. He did his motherfucking job. They gave warning after warning after warning. If you make it through this door, I will fucking shoot you. The bitch crawled through the window. She didn't listen to authority. Like they always tell us, if you follow the rules, if you listen to authority, if you listen to the directives, you'll be okay. She didn't do it. And he shot her. He shot the shit out of her. Okay, you did your job. Now this shit, some of these crazy motherfuckers and they rabbit wild out crazy mind, they're gonna take it as him rubbing it in. Because what did he say? Even if she was armed or unarmed, I still would have shot her. So these motherfuckers is sitting there like, oh, bro, if you got kids, they gotta go to school. Your wife gotta go to work. Meemaw gotta go to church. Like, it's just certain things. Like, I hate to use these young people's what they call it, which is clout chasing. Yeah. But it makes no sense, man, because these are people who believe that they didn't do a fucking thing wrong. And the sad thing is, some of the very people he was protecting are backing them up.
Right. Just like that, I brought up George Zimmerman, making the rounds after the fact.
Right.
And this is
Right.
what this dude is doing. He's doing the same damn thing. He's making the
Right.
rounds. And again,
Right.
like the kids say, he's clout chasing.
And it's kind of like the other thing, like people always say about OJ. Like, dude, why didn't you just go off into the sunset? No, you had to write a fucking book. What if I did it?
Yeah,
Like,
that
bro,
part.
just go off into the sunset, man. We should have known is that it was a black dude's hand.
That's it.
Because
That's
this
it.
is because I don't know if you guys saw the congressionals when they had those Capitol Police up there, and the one dude was like, "You guys ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all always talk about how y'all love the police, but look how y'all treating us. Our lives were on the line. These people, we got guys that were getting crushed to death. All of this going on. So if they treating them guys like shit, what you think they gonna do to your black ass? I don't get it.
By yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
By yourself.
Yeah, that the other thing that comes to mind is maybe he's got a book coming out pretty soon.
Fuck. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. He's making the rounds. He's got on the news. The book comes out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's free, easy press, man.
There you go.
There you go.
The one thing that killed me about the Capitol riot, man, was people died. And if it was all black people involved in a common crime, they would all charge him with that person's murder.
All
Absolutely.
of them.
Just think about that. You go and rob
All
a bank
of them.
and the police shoot your homeboy dies, they're charging you
You're
with
charging
murder
murder.
and robbery.
Yeah,
Yes,
robbery.
how come
Yes,
they
sir.
aren't charging all these people? I don't know,
Individuals.
maybe it has something to do with Hughes. But seriously, like
absolutely.
any other time they're gonna
Yes, sir.
charge everybody with that death.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
and-
something, man.
They're calling them intruders.
Let me tell you something. They started gang injunctions based on what a group of guys were doing. Now, let's just say, however many odd years later, if you just join the motherfucker and you got enough shit that displays or shows that you in that gang, you can get caught up on them gang injunctions. But for these motherfuckers, it's like, it was just a demonstration. It was like Black Lives Matter. Really, these motherfuckers going into the buildings? And here's the other thing: they've been playing the audio of that shit they were saying. The female black officer that was out there alone, they was calling her all kind of N-words and going for her gun and shit like that. Same with the other black officers.
Yeah.
So it is a thing like that. Like all of these motherfuckers, everybody that was in there should be getting charged, but instead, motherfuckers is getting vegan food in they cell.
I wonder if you got to keep the horns.
Yeah. You said they've been charged individual, not as a group, but they
It's
charged
bullshit,
as a
yeah.
group. It wasn't just one person; it was a group. And like Tank said, that should be, everybody go down, take the ride.
The way that they are handling this, if you look like us, you need to be paying attention to that shit because it's very telling. It's
I'm sure
telling.
this is going to be, case study.
It has to
what I mean?
be. Mm-hmm.
For
It
the
has
next
to
time
be.
they do a RICO. You know what I mean? And like you said, just gang affiliated. Like, how am I gang affiliated? He called me. You check my phone logs. You know what I'm saying? I didn't dial out. He called me. Now it's a conspiracy. And now I got to take those charges because he called me.
This shit is crazy, man.
Yeah.
This
He
shit is
said, man,
crazy.
it don't cut.
Hey man, I just hope this cat. I just hope this dude ain't digging his own grave, man.
Too late.
Well,
Shit.
yeah.
It's too late, man. He out there. And like Tank said, man, it's probably a book coming down the pipeline.
Yep.
I mean, wouldn't you do it too? I mean, if somebody kicked you out a couple mil to write a book, you'd probably quit the police department because they're not going to protect you. I mean, it showed that day.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah, we're gonna call for backup and ain't gonna hear nothing the other way.
Nothing.
Like you can't. You have to be able to afford to protect your family.
Man,
and that's probably what's going through brother's mind.
Let me get this money and get ghosts.
Yeah,
we going to Barbados. Like,
yeah.
But I mean, that's all I guess. I don't know if there's a fucking book coming out.
Well, we
but it
watch
makes,
that
it still
space too,
makes sense.
just to see.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense for him to do that because it better be a book coming out. Because if not, dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Right. Buy my book, The Black Hand.
You know what I did.
Right.
Oh man.
I got bodies. Shit.
Oh my god. And you kept saying she didn't follow the direct orders or whatever. He didn't do he wasn't aiming for the chest.
No.
Dome shot. Like, I'm gonna end this right now. You know how much bullets cost? I'm gonna make this one count.
Motherfucker. What if he shouted some crazy shit out before he shot it? This is for the Cold Crush, bitch.
Oh my god.
This is for what they did to the Cold Crush.
My thing is, I don't know what they if you see them shooting a chick in the face, wouldn't that make you want to stop? Like, oh shit, they just blasted Ashley. We better get the hell on. You know what I mean? They shot her in the face.
For a second, they was like, "Oh shit, he shot her." That's why he's like, "Oh shit." Hey, but I say this: at least he let his shit go, because that other one, he was backpedaling and took off into a run. Yeah, I'm like, you should have hit about 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, the dude pulled out his stick or whatever, his baton. Extended it and started swinging, about to start cracking some bones. But,
man,
he was like, I'm outnumbered, because if they were smart, they just would have rushed him. But they didn't know what the hell they were doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he was just trying to get them, instead of him standing his ground right there, he was trying to get them to go in a different direction.
Not this cat.
Motherfuckers, man.
This motherfucker was like, this for Radio Raheem, bitch. Just let it go.
There you go, man. There you go.
Like, I just don't get it, man. Like, the type of shit that only happens in the movies is like, well, he's only got one gun, like he can't shoot us all, and they rush him, after he runs out of ammo. Like, no, you start licking off shots, motherfuckers gonna turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it ain't worth it. It ain't even worth it.
See, hey, look up any video of the Puerto Rican Day Parade when the shooting started happening. Motherfuckers dead.
Scatter.
Yeah,
man.
So that's what I'm saying. He should have just hang. Just hit about 4 or 5 of the motherfuckers. When they dropped, the rest of the crowd would have turned like, go that way, go that way. You got
to think about, man, that day, and they're like, dude, we had no idea this was going to happen at the, it's pretty much a secure job. You know what I mean? You get a couple, bums that's trespassing, but then you get this big ass entourage of these fuckers. The last thing you're thinking about is dumping on somebody. I'm sure these guys go through their whole career and never pull out their sidearm. Most cops really don't, shoot anybody. They go through their whole career, without having to pull out their sidearm. Most, not all. And,
you're right.
They go to work. Like, the last thing I was thinking was like, I'm going to have to shoot somebody in the face.
I would have been that one that day. I would have had a flag. Motherfucker, my back in Iraq.
We know that's a trigger for your PTSD.
I'd have had a 38.
Man.
I'd have had my sidearm plus a 38.
38.
They was like, why do Ob got tape on his Glock?
You see that fat Capitol Police officer? He's shooting like it's Contra.
Everybody get down. He hitting everything. He's taking out camera lights. It's like everybody the enemy.
Right.
Just dumping.
Shit.
Who issued him a Uzi?
Right. Shit. Hey, but again, man, I hope whatever he doing, man, he a grown man. He know what he doing.
I hope so, man. I hope so, but it was just a head scratcher, man. I just want to know why, because there's nothing following that, letting us know. We just speculating right now on the book and all other stuff. I'm just seriously worried about dude's safety.
Yeah, because I just, like I said, I wouldn't have came out.
Nah,
I mean, but
I would have came out on an island after this book was out.
This whole dude's life has been thrown out in the public eye. I mean, like everything that you want, you can get through like public information requests, you know,
Okay.
especially when it comes to police departments. And, you know,
Okay. But I'm not
all the
going to I'm not
reports and
going to help.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to help.
I get it. I get it.
You
But I'm
know,
sure he
you're
didn't feel
right.
safe anyway. You know, I'm sure he didn't feel safe after, like, if that was something that he didn't feel like, if he didn't feel safe. Like, obviously, he feels safe enough to do all of this shit. I mean, guy's been living the past year or so, you know, kind of
Yeah.
looking over his shoulder. And, you know, what's getting on the news now?
All right.
You know, plus the dude's a cop, so he wasn't a pussy, you know, so like,
Right.
yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
he didn't start at the Capitol Police Department. I'm sure he was probably a cop somewhere else, or, you know,
Right.
a vet. And, you know, he's not a pussy, you know.
No, of course.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
hey,
Come on, man. This is still America, and a
Right.
black dude killing a white woman, shooting her in the face, isn't going to rest well with a lot.
What did Paul
Right.
Mooney say? I'm a black man in America. I can't get in no more trouble. You know, so
he damn sure did. Shit.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm a black man in America, nigga. I cannot get in any more trouble.
Rest in peace, Mr. Mooney.
I shot the
That's
bitch
it.
in her face. I told her not to come to the door, and she came to that goddamn door, and I just let that thing fly.
Limp wristed.
Killing me.
Lip-wristed and all that.
Airbnb,
Bitch, yeah.
fellas. What's happening?
Oh my God. So you know, Airbnb proposed that they house 20,000 Afghan refugees in their rentals, you know.
Okay, so how does this work?
It works like this is America, and we don't give a fuck about a problem unless we can make some money off of it. So business comes up with solutions in America, you know.
Quick.
So here we go. Nobody wanted a fucking refugee. Nobody wanted a dark complected refugee in
Right.
America, and
Right.
especially from that region.
Right.
But now we have a multi-billion-dollar corporation saying, "Oh yeah, we'll figure it out."
Now,
Man,
isn't
fuck
that isn't that through other people's houses? Airbnb
Yeah.
is just a company,
Yeah.
right? And
I
they
mean, but
have
yeah.
a system that people are allowed to, you know, use their system to rent out their homes, right? So it's not like
Yeah.
it's their houses.
I mean, but
That's what
they're doing the booking. They're doing the booking. So if you put up your house for Airbnb, like, you know, somebody books your shit online.
Gotcha.
You know, if they're just throwing whoever's in there, you know,
Got
or I don't even know
Okay.
if they'd even tell the homeowner. But
That
even if they
it's a
did,
refugee.
what's the big deal? You know, somebody comes in and cleans it like a hotel, and
but-
you know,
but-
they're damn.
I remember when Airbnb first had, you know, launched that they were getting complaints. This one black lady rented, you know, went through Airbnb and she was denied once the owner found out she was a woman of color. And then she had her homegirl rent the same room and it was all good. And that's how the lawsuit came about. You know what I mean? Because first
Okay.
it was canceled, saying that it was already booked, you know, and then her friend went and signed up for it and she got it. She's like, I just wanted, just for giggles, I just want to see. You know, I don't want to pull the race card and see what's going on with this, but that's what happened. So that's why I was like, how does that play out when the owners find out, you know, there's a refugee in their damn home?
I
I
think
can
this is
understand
so
if you're a
fucked
white
up.
man not wanting to rent to a black woman, you know, like every time you come home, you get in the tub and you slip in some fucking baby oil. You know, it's hard to get the smell of perch and sulfate out your house. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like
Cocoa butter everywhere.
yeah. There's
okay.
some black shit that you don't want to deal with, you know.
But that's what every race has their own jam,
Right.
man.
But
You know?
this is just how this shows you how they bend over backwards for other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm gonna go back to Katrina. They called American citizens refugees.
Wow. Yes,
and
sir.
didn't want to help them motherfuckers with any.
Yeah.
The FEMA gave them campers that was all fucked up and
Yeah.
had mold and shit in it.
Formaldehyde. Yeah. Formaldehyde. They had the smell from that glue. Yeah.
Absolutely. They gave them them little money cards and shit with just enough money to where some of the girls had to go out and buy clothes so they can go out and sell ass because they just didn't have enough. They left black folks out there to fucking die. We still don't know what happened to all those fucking prisoners. Okay. We just saw here last year how when this whole pandemic shit broke out. Now black folks is like, hey, we need some protection from this. We need some rights. They came out with a whole motherfucking hotline up here and hate crimes for Asians in about a month. All of these other countries are pulling out of Afghanistan. But this fucking president is like, yeah, you know what? We still gonna hold to our date. Never mind the fact that 13 U.S. soldiers have been killed and 170 other people. We're gonna stay here instead of putting our motherfucking troops on the back of that C-130 or C-1 whatever. No, because we got to get all of these motherfuckers over here. Fuck that. Leave them over there. Leave them over here. You just inviting a fucking terrorist cell over here. That's what you're doing. Now, there was a guy here from here. He has a citizenship. He went back to go visit his father. He's worried about his family. I understand that. But at the same time, all of these fucking people can't come. I'm not saying it's all of them, but what is it? How many? It's 20,000 people. If you sneak in 5, you got a problem. Because what's to say that they're not gonna go? What's the word I'm looking for?
You talking about going rogue?
No. Where you get you bring other people in. You shit. I can't think of the word right now, huh?
Recruit?
Not recruit. It's a word that they use.
Recruit. It's oh damn it all.
Radicalize.
Okay.
Radicalize. What's to say that 5 motherfuckers don't get in here and go radicalize some of these motherfuckers? What's to say 5 of these Taliban motherfuckers don't get in here and they radicalize some of these impressionable young American Caucasian men who keep finding out, switch sides and join the Taliban. You got motherfuckers leaving from Colorado and shit like that, going over to the Middle East and joining the Taliban. This is bullshit, man. These are another group of people that we're gonna have to contend with. We got motherfuckers. It's motherfuckers sleeping on the side of the road up here, but you're gonna put 20,000 motherfucking people in an Airbnb.
Well, what about Haiti?
Oh man, they treat Haiti like it's the scum of the earth. And you heard what the last president said. He called it a shithole country.
Shithole.
But
I'm just saying, as far as how we react to helping folks or whatever. They just went through another natural disaster. Earthquake and everything else. Hurricanes, everything.
Now,
and, nothing.
In all fairness to the last president, he wouldn't have let these motherfuckers over here. He put a ban on 7 of them countries, and they were saying, oh, it's wrong, it's racist and all this shit. Man, 13 of our troops just died. And you going to leave however many other troops just sitting over there at that airfield so these motherfuckers could get another chance to kill some more?
We got, 2 days for the deadline?
Man, come on. A lot can happen in 30 minutes.
Yeah. They just, they heard that bomb go off and thought it was another attack. It was a drone attack.
See?
Again, that's one of those, you don't know what they're doing over there. You dropping these damn bombs from a drone, and nobody has nobody's on the ground to be able to tell you exactly who the hell they hit.
No.
They say it was a cell, but how do you know?
Well, you have forward observers for that. Okay, so you get a forward observer. He'll go out. Okay, he'll locate the enemy. He'll send coordinates back. Let's say for mortars, he'll send coordinates. It pretty much all works the same way. Send coordinates back. We do our math, whatever. We send rounds downrange at those coordinates or whatever. Same with field artillery. They do the same with motherfuckers when they lays targets and all that. It's about coordinates and all of that type of shit. But still, get them the fuck out of there. Why don't you just send them? If you're gonna send them home, send them home. You got it up plastered all over the news that 13 people died. So a young man from up here, he passed away in that shit. It's people don't understand that you can look at any movie you want to, and it's not as bad. The depiction is not as bad as what really happens over there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I said it the last show. We are not fighting when you go to the Middle East, right? You're not fighting a traditional army. You're not fighting a traditional army. You're fighting the fucking country itself. You fighting everybody that's neighbors. They don't need training. Look, man, the motherfuckers wouldn't fight for themselves, so I wouldn't take their people. I can see if the Afghani army was over there fighting the soldiers that were trained. I can see if they were fighting. They put their weapons down and said, fuck it. So I would say fuck them people. I could be wrong on this, but hell no. I know
Okay.
first, fuck that.
There's a lot that goes on in those countries. And me and you saw two different sides of Iraq. I was there after the war, working for the government of Iraq. I was there, at the end of the war, but you were there in the beginning. So, the second half of my contract was dealing with Iraqi nationals.
Mhm.
We were setting up a military base and we were doing their training. So a lot of things that I realized by working directly with a country we were just previously at war with was that, number one, we destroyed all their infrastructure on day one.
Mhm.
So I was working with grown men who had never been to school. So when you try and turn a guy like that into a soldier, these guys didn't have running water, they didn't have electricity, they didn't have fucking schooling, nowhere to work during the whole occupation. You can't turn those people into soldiers. There's no work ethic there. They're because a lot of times they haven't been exposed to structure because of the things that they saw during the war. The other thing that I noticed working with the Iraqi soldiers was that they were just like us. Everybody was just trying to get a paycheck to feed their family. That's it. We do a lot of propaganda when it comes to war. First thing is we call them extremists. The religious extremists. So, they're absolutely nuts. Statistically, Americans are the most religious people on the fucking planet. We make these people seem less than human. And it's just designed like that so we can send people over to shoot other people that they don't know.
Yep.
But a lot of things that we know about Afghani people is all propaganda fed to us by the news, along with the Iraqi people. A lot of that's just fucking propaganda fed to us by the news. When we saw the planes take off from Afghanistan with people holding on to the fucking wings, I knew what those people were going through because just before I left Iraq, the base next to ours was taken by terrorists. What's it called? I can't think of it. I've been smoking. But everybody that we worked with was lined up, shot in the back of the head, and placed into a shallow grave. So that's why you see people hanging on fucking airplanes. And then when we talk about these people being terrorists, they're defending their own homeland. I mean, we would do the same thing if we were in their situation. If we had an occupying army here, we would be making bombs and doing all kind of fucking guerrilla tactics to get these motherfuckers out of our fucking country.
Right.
And yet, granted, we were on the wrong side of that, but you got to understand the perspective there. So I don't think everybody that's going to come here as a refugee, 1 in 5 is going to be a terrorist radicalizing and making terrorist cells and all that shit. I mean, most of that is all fucking propaganda. It just is. Anytime we look at all of these terrorist cells in the world, what do we see behind it? US dollars. So These people are usually normal people, and they're fleeing being executed by the Taliban. They're just like you and I, except they haven't experienced the last 20 years because we bombed their infrastructure on day one. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of people that feels a certain kind of way about the U.S. government because of what they've experienced over the last 20 years. That's going to happen. But we can't just turn people away that are in need. And then we can't turn them away when people are in need just because of how Black people in America have been treated our entire lives. By saying no to the right thing just because you were wronged isn't a real good way to view the world.
Respectfully, Cuddy. Respectfully. Bull fucking shit.
Okay.
Bullshit. First of all, listen, I ain't say that I agree with the reasons we over there. We shouldn't be over there. You're absolutely right. We did create the problems we have over there. So you have a bunch of people that's harboring a deep fucking hatred. Okay? I didn't say that these motherfuckers had to be super soldiers or they had to be soldiers. I said they weren't a traditional army. That's the everyday citizen over there. So the everyday citizen can pick up arms and fight the motherfuckers back. That's their country. We have a country over here. I'm saying we created a problem, right? We created a problem, but let's not bring the problem home. Second of all, hell the fuck yeah, you can't say if our people are being treated a certain way. Because if you ever notice it, people get over here, they adopt a certain mindset about us. People that don't even have any fucking thing to do with us except for to come in our neighborhoods and sell us old shit, expired shit. They come in and to handle their business transactions, make their money, and then they run back to the other side. You goddamn right you can say no. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I agree with you. We shouldn't be over there. I agree it is propaganda. And anybody would fight to protect their felt bad as hell being over there. Because I'm like, damn, this, hey man, look at the kids. All this shit going on, soldiers, armored vehicles, and all of this going on around them. You know what? This is fucked up. It's a fucked up feeling. A lot of us felt that way. Okay? But at the same time, we can't just say, oh, it's the American government. The government played a part in this shit too.
Yeah,
the government
made that,
all
made that point.
What's that?
Yeah, Tank made that point as far as, we created it. No.
I'm saying I agree with him. I'm not. I don't want to be so bold and to say I'm going to act like America, team America. A
lot of things I said was kind of just a way of a lot of people's thought in the world, not yours. I was just speaking to how a lot of people think, not just your viewpoints.
Right. And I say all this, I trust me. This is just me talking. I'm saying everything I'm saying respectfully. I would never disrespect you. I'm just saying this, man. I'm just saying this, man.
I never take it that way.
You see a lot of groups come over here, man. And
they adopt.
They start
that hatred of others. Like as long as you ain't hating on me, you know what I mean? We could team up and hate on,
You ever see that fucking bully that's wearing out a person and that other motherfucker on the side, he's scared than the motherfucker, but he going along with the bully to keep the bully off of him? That's what all these other a lot of listen, I'm not saying every person because I take people on an individual basis, but I'm gonna say that's what a lot of these other cultures do. Because if you get a few of them to a side, they start telling you how they people feel. It's like George Lopez. Remember George Lopez did the interview because they was trying to call him out because he was in a comedy special. He was making a joke and he says his abuela or somebody like that, they told him to stay away from black people. And everybody didn't even hear the rest of the joke. They just heard what he was saying. And he was saying, it's true. We are told that. Okay. I met a motherfucking girl from Ethiopia. I just asked her. I asked her a quick question, like, "Yo, what's the deal?" Usually, every African I meet, I ask them this. And you'll be surprised how similar it is, no matter where they come from, what they say.
Right
She
on.
was just like, they tell us to stay away from y'all.
Yep.
They show us nothing but negative images. Now, when we get over here and we meet you, okay, but then you wonder why they talk fucking crazy to you. What I'm saying is, these people ain't no different. You go up in their stores and you for whatever reason, let's say you go to buy a pack of squares and they following you like you gonna steal some shit. We
But
don't. Our
again,
people don't need no more of that shit, man. Go
I
ahead,
got you,
brother.
man. But it's one of it's like you said when you started your statement. It's case by case, and that's what we're gonna have to do. We have to take the time, man. Case by case. We can't just generalize and be like all of them. Case by case. Everybody's an individual, and we're gonna have to deal with it that way. But
And again,
I feel your pain on
and I
the urgency and how quickly all this came together, and it wasn't organic. This whole
right.
Airbnb thing or whatever. And like Tank said, man, they gonna take every opportunity to make a dollar.
And I
That's all.
think I don't know if it was us talking. I don't know if it was us speaking or somebody. No, it was my father-in-law. And every time we ask for something or we say we need something, these motherfuckers ain't never got enough for us. Or we gotta have bipartisanship. This wasn't fucking bipartisanship.
By no means. It was a done deal. It was a done deal.
I just say, man, don't bring look, man. I hear you guys. Old Painless ain't on it. Fuck that. No, you stay in your own shit.
I got you. All right, man. We spent way too much time on fucking Airbnb.
Absolutely. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's lighten this up, something, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Old Painless had a double back twice. And another thing.
Yeah. One more goddamn thing.
Oh shit.
Oh
well.
Man. Oh man.
Hey man, that's family biz. It happens, man. It happens. You know what I mean? It just happened to be in the limelight. It fucking happens. But what you gonna do, man?
I think for me, it is family business. But I think the bad part for me is, when you got homegirl who's just so thirsty for attention, saying shit like, yeah, me and Steph are team Sonia. Like, why would you be team anything? That's their fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
so his wife said that?
His wife said that.
See,
me and Steph are team Sonia. Like,
okay.
Who the fuck are you to say that? Even if he did say that, why would you put that shit out on Front Street in the media? People go through this type of thing.
Right.
It just so happened to be that these two people are the parents of by far and arguably one of the greatest basketball players to ever lace up shoes and stand on the court.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's
born in Akron, Ohio, by the way. He's a Midwest kid. But
who was that? Steph? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And it is sad to me because, hey man, hey, this is 33 years going down the drain.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get on who she went and cheated with, why she went and cheated, because again, that's her fucking business, and it happens every day. But I think people, you don't want a relationship to go sour, because that will affect the whole family.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, man, when you got kids taking sides, and now it's in the public, that's when things get ugly. That's when things start coming out that you can't fix. And I think that's something that if Mr. Curry, if his wife said he need to check her on, regardless, if he feels that way, it should be something that should be behind closed doors. This is this man got to fight for everything he got, and she want to walk away. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's bad business, man.
Yeah, I didn't know the wife said that. Said she put the the line. She drew the line in the sand, saying we rocking with moms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like that's what you're doing. And mind you, these aren't your parents.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? I understand, you married in, but again, that's people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's his folks. Let him handle that. Don't need you to be out there doing all that. I know his agent and publicist is like, Steph, seriously.
Yeah.
You got to do something with this, man. I mean, she is reckless.
She has a bad habit of saying little fucked up shit. Like, she went on, I think it was Red Table Talk.
And
shockingly,
shit, man.
Yeah,
that
she was there.
Embarrassing.
Right.
That was embarrassing.
And I was sitting there like, damn, you said all that in front of his mama, but then you look and see what the mother doing. I want attention too sometimes. Motherfucker, you married with 3 kids. Like, who you want attention from?
Sometimes, man, it's never enough for some folks. It's never enough.
Look,
never
and
enough.
It's crazy because then you if she feel like it, she can exercise the option to walk away with with part of that bread that she didn't,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, hey man, I wish them. Damn, I don't think it can be worked out now because now they saying kids taking sides and shit.
I mean, it's family biz, man. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, hopefully, I wish they would have kept it in house and just like, hey man, we going our separate ways. But now the dirty laundry's out there. He cheated first. She got a new dude. It's getting messy.
How is this news? How is this?
I don't know, man.
I
don't know. Slow media cycle, man. It's, like I said, we went from Airbnb to this. We just
we went from a naked baby to this. From a naked baby.
Yeah, it is. Like everybody's parents cheat, man. Everybody's parents cheat.
There it is.
Man.
Like
there it is.
I'm telling you, man. Like, look, it. Every old person I've talked to, when they're not around their wives, is sick of fucking their wives. Like, I mean, that's just true shit. And I'm sure it's the same on the other end. His wife was sick of fucking him.
He was in the league. He was on the road. You know what I mean? It was like, I got groupies.
At a certain point, man.
Yeah.
They need to. They could work this shit out. They could stay fucking married and just have boyfriend and girlfriends. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There you go.
What the fuck is the problem? Y'all was already fucking other people anyway.
That's what Will Smith and them shit. That I mean,
it could be done. It could be
fucking
done.
August, and he stayed.
It's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her. Because now they getting a divorce, and that's the thing. He said already, I'm fighting her all the fuck away. You ain't gonna go fuck my homie and take my money to do it. That's why 50 Cent did what he did. He said, man, I put her up in the house, and then she thought she was gonna go fuck motherfuckers in the house that I gave her. So something happened. He got her up out that house.
Yeah. 50 is so he on some next level stuff because he done bought out the baby mom's book rights, all that. Like, you ain't selling shit. You ain't doing no tell-all. That's done.
Right.
You know what I mean? He on some other shit. I don't know who he hooked up with his attorney or whatever, but he locked that shit down quick. She was like, I can't even talk about the situation or I'm gonna get sued. Because she tried those reality shows and they had to pretty much let her go because she couldn't give up no goods. She couldn't say.
I'm glad you said that, Mr. Coppola. She's looking at they said that she's now trying to get on one of the housewives show. So that's why I'm like, really, really, old bitch. He trying to.
And mind you, was never a wife, just the baby mom.
Who? No, I'm talking about this one. Sonya.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay. Well,
yeah, she's trying to get on one of them shows.
Okay.
Yeah,
makes sense. Makes sense, man.
Man. So I mean, hey, but like the quartermaster said, why is this news? I've been asking that shit all week about a lot of stuff. They was talking about some shit the other day. I was like, I could give less than a fuck. I can give less than a fuck, you know. Yeah, but hey, man, hopefully they try and fix that shit, man. They too old.
Yeah. I mean,
You too old for the bullshit, man, and you too old to be going through life unhappy.
There you go.
yeah,
There you
I mean,
go.
they got enough cash to live separately.
That's what I'm saying. There should be no
Yeah.
alimony or any of that shit. Just go.
Right.
Go. You know what I mean? The locks would be changed on Monday. Go.
I think Pops is just like, man, you ain't spending none of my shit on that dude. Because that was his homie.
Yeah.
That was his dude. They knew in college.
See?
Apparently, they said that Dale took her from him, and homeboy took her back, but Dale like, nah, she been fucking him for a long time.
Oh yeah,
This shit crazy.
Every woman got that one motherfucker they gonna always give some ass to. Everybody, every woman in America has that one dude that can always come back and get
They
it.
got the
This is
easy pass.
always your shit. I love this motherfucker I'm married to, but this is always gonna be available to you. Like I'm telling
got the easy
I'm
pass.
telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was just that dude.
No.
Yes, bro, it's true. Yes, it's true. Your girl got one too. My girl got one. Everybody's woman got one.
Oh,
Got one.
motherfucker. Why you
Always
gonna say
come
my
back and
girl?
get
Why
it.
you say my woman?
See?
You ain't
there
say
you
Mr.
go, man.
You ain't say
touching
Mr.
his heart,
Coppola,
man.
but you said
touching his
me.
heart, man.
You ain't say
I'm
Mr.
sure-
Coppola. You
I'm
ain't
sure-
put that on the LOH. I'm
Hey,
joking.
man, hold on. The LOH.
I'm
The LOH.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, have you heard them numbers they got?
What?
He that one.
That's why can't I be that one, motherfucker? That's what I'm saying. I'm that one. I better be. You ain't question this motherfucker when she come home.
Oh my God.
You just started some shit. Wait till the show over,
I'm sorry.
motherfucker. We FaceTiming my woman.
Right now.
Right the fuck now. Nah, bullshit.
Man.
I'm bullshit.
God.
I'm bullshit,
Listen,
Cuddy.
bro. Every chick
I
in America
believe.
got that one
I ain't
dude.
mine, but I
They
do
can
believe.
always come back and get it. I'm sure.
Yeah,
My
man.
grandma
Every-
probably
yeah,
had
man.
one.
Let me tell you
Like,
something. Every
yeah,
chick
man.
but two of them. Every chick but two of them.
All right.
Every
Yeah.
woman but two of
Okay.
them.
All
I could
right.
dig.
I ain't
I
even
could
gonna
dig
go
the
down that
statement.
road. Who's the two?
Oh,
Who's
huh?
the two? Who's the two?
Me and Mr. Coppola's woman ain't. We
Oh,
ain't
okay.
one.
All right.
We ain't one.
All right.
All right.
You know she gonna die laughing in the comments. I can't wait
Oh,
to see this
I'm
shit.
telling you, she cracking
Oh
up
my
right
God.
now.
Yes,
Oh,
she
y'all niggas killing me, man.
Yes,
You're
she-
killing me.
Look, he like, man, stop.
Hey,
But Tank hit on the point though. That's some real shit,
Hey,
man.
and the
Oh,
bad
okay.
part, I do get sensitive with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Back in my younger days, I was one. Hey, who dick was bigger?
You don't
Who
want to
fucked you
know.
better? Who
You
fucked
don't
you
want to
better?
know. Now you keep asking that question, talk about whose is it, and
Right.
she sit back and tell
Twan. Who
you
the
don't
fuck
know
is
him.
Twan, bitch? Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a whole nother ball game. Okay,
Yes, sir.
We done moved on to when to cut toxic family off part 2.
Let's get
yeah,
it.
this is the part where we cut each other off and shit.
Right.
Oh, disrespectful ass. Don't try to put the business out there. Okay, okay. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's the
Start it
perfect
up, fellas. I'll be
segue,
right
man.
back.
Coming from the Currys in that situation or whatever. So, when do you cut off, family like old boy's wife who's talking about they taking the mom side? You cut that little heifer off or what?
No. I mean, people are gonna feel a certain kind of way. Everybody's got to feel some kind of way. Yeah, maybe they're fucking wrong this time. You're gonna really disown your kids after that. Like, I just
no.
I mean, a lot of people put too much petty shit in front of like real relationships, and they're putting petty shit in front of family. Like at the end of the day, y'all still all family.
You're still
Like,
family, but there's some stuff that you don't come back from. Like when there's, like in most black families, when somebody died, there's no will.
Yeah.
And that whole shit show starts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people show their true colors. What do you do?
Yeah.
And the first thing they're asking is, who gonna get this? Who gonna get that? Not how you doing, how you feel. You see what I'm saying? The first thing on their mind is, who get this property? Who get this car? You know what I mean? Did they have a, who get the pension?
Yeah. There's a bunch of selfish motherfuckers in my family.
That's what I'm saying.
I really don't talk to them anymore, but we just on some other shit. Like, we didn't beef out. We just on different shit. Like, hey man, you gonna argue about somebody's shit after they die? Yeah, we ain't gonna share a room, like we're not gonna have conversations that match. Like, I have nothing to gain from you, bro. Like, we just go separate ways. Like, you're really fucked up. That's really fucked up what you did. And I'm a little heated at that, but man, I mean, we ain't got to be around each other. Okay,
but that's pretty much cutting them off. Like you said, you're not calling it a cutoff, but that's exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? You have to separate yourself from that situation.
I'm not blocking his number. Like, I'm just not calling him.
It's like, dude, if I see you, I can talk to you. But
when I think about you, like, that's when I'll pick up the phone.
Okay. But what is the line? When did somebody went too damn far? Were you like, you know what? It's best that I don't see you, because if I see you, it's going to be an issue on site. That's why I go back to the title, when to cut toxic family off, because sometimes it gets to that level where there is no coming back. What is your cutoff? What would someone have to do for you to be like, you know what? It's best that we're not even in the same area code. I can't even, you know what I mean? I can't even function around that individual, even though you shouldn't ever let anybody get you to that level. But it happens, especially with family, because they hurt you the most.
I don't get that mad at shit anymore. I'm on drugs now, man.
Thank you, THC. Thank you, THC. I got you, man. I got you. I'm glad. I'm glad you said that, because you know me. You know what I mean? God forgives. I don't.
But once. He forgave one time. And that's why y'all got the 3 PMD show.
And I'm working on that. I'm trying to get to a level where it's not just, you know what? You start walking that way on the side of the planet, and I'll stay on this side of the planet.
I think I turned into Mr. Coppola in my old age, because really it's anything. And I think for me, it's like so much shit has been done that I've gotten to the point where once I started, now it's other people don't get the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Oh, you saying some slick shit? Oh, fuck. Oh, you disrespected moms? Like that's already like,
right.
Because it's just shit I don't do to anybody else.
Right.
But for me, man, I'm just kind of, I'm at that age where it's like,
don't have time. I just don't have the time.
My peace of mind is important.
Thank you. Just don't have the time to be sitting dealing with your shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, why would you invite me to your bullshit and you know it's genuinely bullshit? Why would you invite me? Like, when folks call up like, oh, I'm having this, there's nothing I can do because you invited that shit. That was on you. Especially, you got family who genuinely their whole deal is to fuck up. And they want somebody to, you know what I'm saying? They want somebody to co-sign on that fuck up. And it's like, dude, I can't. I know we blood, but I can't co-sign on your fuck up. You did that. That's on you. You know what I mean?
I can tell you a story about a cat. He comes from a family that's so beautiful. And he was the black sheep, and he fucked over his brother's identity. The parents took loans out against the house to pay for this, 10 to 50. It all would have been solved by cutting them off.
But they won't, because that's family. You don't cut off family.
And as good-hearted as they are, and I think, and this is what I think, I truly believe that these people, whatever they off into, whatever it might be, they never lose focus of the fact that they ain't gonna cut me off because they good people.
They play on
And
that.
let me
Yeah.
tell you, speaking of my family again, I go back to my uncle, man. It was just never ending bullshit. And the only time that my grandparents got a break was when he was locked up. Sad to say,
Mhm.
when he was locked up was when they got a break from his shit. It was like, oh, this motherfucker ain't in the house getting drunk and acting crazy with us. You know,
Right.
Joanne ain't got to come over here in the middle of the night to get this motherfucker.
Mhm.
Their only break was when he was locked up. And it's sad, man, because, you know, out of our love, we let our love put us to the point where we let people just wreak havoc on us, man, financially, emotionally, until
Right.
there's nothing left. And then they squeeze some more out of you. Even when there's nothing left, they manage to just squeeze some more out. And I just
Right.
say, man, the fucking hell with you. You know, good family. Um, you know who you should be around and who you should. You know who genuinely cares about you and who. And see, me, I had to learn. I had to learn. Shit. I had to learn the hard way to just go where you love, man. Go where you love. You know,
Right.
it ain't nothing wrong with it. You know,
Like I
so
said,
I
me and
mean,
Tank kind of came up the same way as far as with our grandmother.
mm-hmm,
We that was the hub. She brought pretty much everybody together.
mm-hmm,
You know what I mean? And like you like you said, your grandparents only got a break when that family member was in jail. And
mm-hmm.
my situation was only time my grandmother got a break was when she was in a damn hospital
Mm,
due
I'm sorry
to
to hear that.
you know what I'm saying, due to stress and whatever else, you know what I mean, that the family was wreaking. You know what I mean? That's like the only time I seen her at peace, was in a hospital bed where she could actually sleep through the night, not worrying about nobody, stealing from her or somebody coming in with some bullshit in her house because she was old school. She took care of,
Mm-hmm.
her kids, her sister kids, and
Yeah,
everybody else kids,
never got a break.
never got a break except for when her body shut down, you know. And that's why I'm saying, as far as, there is a time to cut certain folks off because I will never let it get to that level,
Mm.
you know,
And
ever.
that's to be commended. That's to be commended. You know what I'm saying? And Cuddy, that ain't to say anything wrong. Like at the end of the day, we all got to do what we got to do to make it through the day,
Self preservation. That's
right?
what it
And
is.
and if you love people that much to where you say, "Hey, man, okay, cool," but for me, I just can't do it. I've seen what a sore thumb will do to a hand. I've seen it. I've seen, man. I'm telling you. Here's then the other shit is when the next generation that come along be fucked up,
Yeah.
and you watch Mima try to help them, but then
Yeah.
they taking advantage.
Yeah.
They
And you
all
can't,
over there fucking
yeah,
up.
and you can't do nothing because she's
Nothing.
letting them in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And the
Oh
only thing you want to do is just clean house.
man, the only reason I ain't telling that story is because the shit hit too close to home. But it's it's
Gotcha.
it's it's
Gotcha.
absolutely, and it's a shame that these people, our grandparents more than likely had hard lives already.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hard motherfucking lives where they come from. My grandmother was from the mountains of West Virginia.
The hollers.
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely. The wonderful
Hmm.
world of the white type shit.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And then, you come, you have your babies, two of them out there in them streets. They have kids, and one of them have kids. They kids, they out there fucking up, and it's just like, my look, man, shout out to my auntie. She recently was put on dialysis for her kidneys.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Motherfucker still giving her the blues, one of hers. Grown ass man. You
It
know,
don't
and it's
stop,
just
man.
like,
It
yeah,
don't stop.
no, it don't. But
It
then,
doesn't stop, man.
you know what? The a pitiful thing to see is the motherfucker who thought that somebody else was gonna live forever. That's it.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
You
Fuck
should.
it. Hmm.
You should.
I should.
You
I
should.
do it. So,
Get it off your chest.
and I might be. No, this one I can't.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
I was because I was so worried about my mom. I was so worried about my mom that I knew if I'll just say this, I knew that if my uncle moved into that fucking house, it was just gonna be it was it was gonna be crazy. And he had a rough time. He had a rough time out there.
Mm.
He begged my mother. I said, no, hell no. I said, Mom, if you do that, you're gonna cause a problem with us. But that's the only mama I got. You wore yours out, my grandmother. You wore yours the fuck out. And I said, he won't do it to mine. You wore yours out. You won't do it to mine. You won't do it to me and my sister's mom. My mom, my mom stayed to herself. She got a place. Hey, she come and go when she please. Ain't nobody in there fucking off her shit. Nah, man, these people at some point deserve some peace, man. And unfortunately, some people they think that by constantly helping these people, one day they're gonna see the light.
Right.
Nah,
Right.
hell the fuck no.
You know, like they say, well, one day he's going to be more presidential. Remember that saying? Eventually, he's going to grow into the role. No, it doesn't work
No.
on that level and doesn't work on what we talking about. You know,
Right. No, it doesn't, man. And
especially at a certain age, man. Like you know better, but yet you purposely
yeah,
go against the grain.
yeah,
You go against the family day
right.
in, day out for whatever reason, through your addiction, through you know, self-centered, you know, just a plain old classic narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, folks just feel entitled just because, you
And
know.
all that stress and shit take years off your life, man.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
People,
yeah.
people who otherwise would have lived 10 years longer, man,
Gone.
gone.
You know,
And
because
they
they're
haven't.
carrying somebody else's burden.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna worry about, you know, the ins and out of a fucking crackhead.
Me neither. There you go.
I ain't gonna worry about if a crackhead, you know, if they ate today or if they washed their ass. You know
Oh
what I mean? Do
man,
they have a, you know, a place to stay?
you saying some shit right now, fam.
I'm not carrying that, man. You carry your own fucking burden.
You saying some shit. You saying some shit now.
And that's what weighs on, you know, our grandparents and, you know, aunties, whoever, you
Yep.
know, taking care of these damn kids who don't want to do right, who had every opportunity in the world, but yet chose. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, but you know, as a parent, you feel responsible for however your children turn out,
Okay.
and you will carry that burden with you. And I'm sure these black women have a stronger love for a person they've carried, you know, and yeah, man. I mean, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. You're always going to if your child is addicted to drugs, you're going to feel like as a parent you played a part in his addiction, either some way you made a misstep somewhere. So yeah, you're still going to try and take care of them. You can't close the door on that because you're closing the door, you know, essentially on your own, something you created, you know. You can't do it, you know. So that's where these black women get all this love from, man. I mean, it's
So, Cuddy, let me ask you this. Do you think that a lot of times these sisters feel like, and it's, you know, it's not just them, but do you feel like these sisters feel like these people who have become so toxic that that person is their cross to bear? And because you know, the fathers too. They wonder, hey, where did I go wrong?
Mm.
And because this person is messed up, is this my punishment because I missed something?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if these people didn't miss anything?
Yeah. I mean, some people are just fucked up. Yeah. Hitler
Yeah.
didn't come from a broken home.
And that's where I was about to go, man. You know, I know another family. The oldest two boys went to college. The other two kids was twins. The girl, I think she went to school, but if she didn't, I know she's doing well for herself. For years, the boy was the third boy was just fucking in limbo.
Mhm.
And it's like, you know, people would say, "Oh, his parents ain't raised him right." Bullshit. That ain't on his parents. It's the fucking decisions he made. That motherfucker chose to go out there and do what he did. You know, so
It's always that classic case of nature or nurture.
yeah. But
You know?
I just, you know, feeding the habit don't help it. I know that much.
Covering, and that's what most inner city families do. They cover
Mm-hmm.
the bullshit you see during the holidays. You know, your strung out cousin, you know, that look like a beanpole, you know, but got on fresh new clothes just for that day because, you know, they decided to come home for the holidays.
You saying
try,
something, bro.
They try to dry
Yeah.
out, you know, for the holidays, but yet, you know, when they smile, look like a damn jack-o'-lantern because they done smoked out their teeth.
I mean, think about it, Mr. Coppola. Think about the fact that this is something that comedians have been talking about for years, and we all try to laugh the pain away.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the one? He said, "Man, everybody got that uncle." You know, he said that steal. I got an uncle, steal some shit. And you steal it and go put it in the other room.
Yep.
And help you look for it.
Always
Tracy
got that.
Morgan. I got an uncle steal some shit, then help you look for it.
Yeah, then
You know?
you got the cousin who always want to go get ice.
Right.
You know,
Right.
just give me the
Are
money.
you-
I go like, first of all, you don't have a car.
Right.
How you gonna go get the ice? You know, but okay,
You got
You
the
know?
one cousin you got to watch because something will come up missing.
all day,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
all day. You go to grandma's house, you can't take your coat off.
there you go. We've been,
You know what I
we've
mean?
been laughing.
You gotta keep all your shit on. We laugh
Right.
about it, but shit, that's real stuff. You know,
Everybody got a cousin or uncle that's a crackhead. You know, it's
and
you
it's
know,
one of
it's
those.
crazy.
It's a game. Like, oh fuck, that nigga. He caught me slipping. You know, I
Yeah.
done put my stuff down, and now and then grew feet and walked out. Damn it, I
Right.
forgot who was here. That's on
Right.
me. And we, instead of blaming that person or calling out that person, it's like, we know he an addict or she an addict, and we left our stuff open around her. That's on
Oh.
us, and we take that L when we
Right.
shouldn't.
And grandma tell you knew Earl was over. Why you leave your stuff off, baby? Go get grandma purse. I'll give you half on it.
Right.
You know what I'm
See what
saying?
I'm saying?
She tried
That
to
cover up. Yeah,
Right,
that
cover
cover
up.
up.
You know your
Like-
uncle fucked up Christmas. He went to Hills and returned my layaways.
See that part. I had a situation where I was told to go upstairs in the attic and bring the TV down, so we could put it up under the tree. And I went up there and was like, "There's a box in the attic, but there's no TV." And that silence right now. What we're doing, that silence. That's what it was. Got caught slipping. Gone. Like the box stayed up there. She got it on sale, put it up there in the attic. Hopefully nobody go up there and mess with it. Come holiday time, ain't nothing in there but the styrofoam.
Let me tell you something. Miss Painless wasn't letting the motherfucker in for fear of somebody was gonna steal something or they was gonna leave roach eggs in your house. She wasn't fucking around, and I understand it, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. So it's wild, man. It's wild, but you can't help the family you born into.
Not at all.
You can goddamn sure
When you get your shit,
you can help how you deal with it.
exactly. When you
This
get your
listen, it's motherfuckers that grow up in fucked up families leave and they never hear from that motherfucker again.
shit. Facts.
Girls
Mhm.
are infamous for doing that shit. Shit. Shelly gone somewhere. They said she in California. We don't know that, but they said she doing all right.
We haven't heard otherwise. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad she doing good.
Yeah, a lot of folks, man, in our age bracket, whatever, they went to the military and haven't been seen since.
There you go.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers think they
Went
died
overseas,
in war.
and just stayed.
That motherfucker in Atlanta living good. Got a family in Buckhead and all kind of shit.
Fuck Atlanta, brothers and stayed over in Germany.
Right.
I ain't never coming back.
I know cats.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
I knew a motherfucker. I met this dude. He said, man, I was in the army for 7 years. I lived in Germany for 17.
See?
He said, man, I only came back because he said he was spoiled. He got spoiled. But I'm like, I'd have never came the fuck back. If it was like that. You was there all that time.
Right.
You planted roots there, brother.
Yeah, you done made a new life.
There you go.
But that's what it is, man. You got cats, man. Once that door open up for them, and they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone and not looking back. Like, dude, there's nothing there for me.
Hey, shit, man. You go to a foreign country and that feeling you get not being a black man in America, like it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it like, who the fuck wants to come back to that? You know what I mean?
Like, I gotta look over my shoulder again.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
You in that other country, like, damn, you feel like you hit the lotto every day you in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Then halfway through,
really
you
can't
like
single you out for being black. You know?
Right.
Like, I got space.
It's way different when your oppressor's the same fucking race. Yeah.
Right.
That's so fucked up.
Right on, man. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, man. But to me, like I said, there is time. There is a time to cut fucking toxic family off. Because you said, man, a peace of mind is priceless, and I can't sacrifice that for anybody.
No.
Said maybe because, like Tank explained it from a parent perspective, I don't have kids, so I don't have that foresight. But I get it. But fuck, man, sometimes you just gotta save yourself. You know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to end up in nobody's ICU because I'm on,
you have
I'm
a heart
thinking overtime.
palpitation.
Yeah. Worrying about if this person out here, if they ate today, you know what I mean, or if they somewhere safe. You know. So
did Melvin eat today? Go and fix that baby a plate. Tell him to come over and eat something.
Right.
You doing good, Melvin?
Right.
Here, I got an old jacket for you.
Right.
Okay, now go on ahead.
There's some clothes upstairs for you. Go and get a bath, get dressed up. We having folks over. And we'll try to clean them up. Couldn't stand that shit. Could not stand that shit. That person didn't earn it. You know what I mean? Just coming in off the sidelines doing, everything up under the sun, but yet get a pass.
And you know what's crazy? People don't think, like, kids are more impressionable than you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because even as a kid, you may not put your finger, but you like, this shit ain't right. This motherfucker. Why this motherfucker only come over here for a sandwich and a bath, and then he got to get the fuck out of here?
Right. Why did my grandma give me her car keys and told me to put all this stuff in the trunk? See what I'm saying?
That's why she kept half her money under her titty.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
You know?
Go.
In a cigarette purse.
Yeah, put this in the trunk. Put this in the trunk for me. Don't let them see you. That's every fucking holiday for me, man.
Yeah. How about this?
What time you coming over? Yeah, that part.
How about this? You ever have one of your drug addict family members bring some food with them?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And nobody touch
it.
I'm like, nigga, you ain't washed your mouth. You ain't
nothing.
Feet, nothing. In weeks. And you go
nothing. You bring some food.
Yeah. Man, you got
family members grabbing your hand like this. They're like this. They're like this. Don't do that. Harold brought that. Oh, enough said.
See that creamy shit in the corner of his mouth? Don't eat his food.
That ain't all mayonnaise in that potato salad.
Wow, you are absolutely right. I've been clean. I've been clean 3 days. Dude, that ain't enough to make potato salad for me.
I don't trust no motherfucker that's got to give you a date on how long he been clean. For shit. Been clean for 6 months.
You
and
can't bring.
How you clean? You still
water.
scratch.
Yeah, you can't bring nothing to the house, man. You can't bring nothing. Nothing. Yeah, man. That's what it is, man.
Just come and eat. Don't bring shit.
Thank you.
Don't bring a motherfucking thing. You come and eat and go.
Many a times, like, yeah, I done told everybody else 6 o'clock, but you need to get here like at 4, so you can get your plate before they touch this food.
Right.
You know,
you ain't eating what everybody else eat. I got some leftover chicken for you. And some green beans.
Go and take some of these canned goods with you on your way out. You know?
Right.
Wherever you stand.
Here go a couple.
Take that with you.
Here go a few Lucy's, and here's $5.
But you can't stay. Like, and it's always, you know, so where you staying at now? So they don't get no ideas.
Hey, this show about to be classic. Where you staying at?
Where you staying at now?
Because we all heard this shit before. Mr. Copeland is saying some shit tonight. So where you staying at,
man? So where you staying at, man?
Can I give you a ride?
You good? I'm about to leave. So can I drop you somewhere?
Oh, hey, and when you drop them, you notice they never have you drop them out of place. It's on the street somewhere.
It's on the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, drop
I'm
me
good
over
right
there.
Here, right here.
Right here. Good. You sure? Hey, sit around. Nah, it's all good. I'm good.
Right.
You like, God damn.
All right, then.
Let me tell you something, man.
This is the weird
I'm gonna
place
just
to
say
look.
this. I'm gonna just say this, man. You know how cold he getting to yo. I had to take a plate to a family member one time. As I pulled off, I looked in the rear, pulled up. I noticed the house he walked out of ain't had no motherfucking windows.
Hey, man.
Take the plate.
You gonna bring him home? What you gonna do?
Huh?
What you gonna do? You gonna bring him home? What you gonna do?
No, I dropped the plate off.
Okay.
But, you know, I dropped the plate off. Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Hey, some people make their own beds, you know.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fucked up.
You wanted to say that, didn't you? You're like, ooh, it's a cold heart. That's fucked up. Right before you.
No, I'm just saying, man. I get it. Like I have family members like that. I just don't fuck with them. You know, and that's wrong of me. You know, but
no, it's not.
Like, I'm on the jagged edge, bro. I can't take that on.
I'm just saying, man. It's just certain times where you cut them off. I had a cousin who was a prostitute, and I'm at work, and she's going down her stroll, and you know, just mutual respect. She looked at me, I looked at her. She gave me a head nod. I gave her one, and you know, we didn't even speak and say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know. It is what it is. You know, she doing what she doing. Everybody in the truck like, oh, they got that prostitute. It's like, yeah. You know what I mean?
I had a cousin call me
just what it is, man.
And asked me for money. I gave it to her. Then she called me up again not too long after that. Yeah. And I said, I'll call you back. And I didn't. I never called back. Because you got a whole grown motherfucking ass man in that house. And you calling me for some shit. No, something is wrong with that. The electricity, cousin, can I get somebody the electric off? It's $295, but we went and bought $200. We spent all our money on groceries, so you spent $295 for a holiday meal. but your lights, you knew you hadn't paid your bill. You ain't even put something on it.
Right. So how you cooking?
How you
mad at
cooking?
them for putting family first?
Hmm?
You mad at them for putting their family first?
No,
put
we
you
mad
down.
because they don't know how to money manage.
Right. You put your family first by keeping them warm. Motherfucker.
Exactly.
All you
We
had to
may
do
have
was
to
put,
pass the can of beans around, but we got
Right.
lights and we was able to cook those damn beans.
dig it. All you had
You
to
know.
say, hey, put something on the bill.
Yeah.
100, and you got about $195 to work with in that house.
I'm just fucking around.
No,
I'm
I
Tank
know. I'm
throwing-
just
Tank
saying.
throwing
I'm
those
like,
jabs
out of money.
from the sideline. That's all.
Yeah,
We gotta
yeah.
fuck with you to make
Like,
sure
this
you
is
on
a
your square.
rotten, right? He like, that's a rotten motherfucker on the show.
My family don't come at me like that. I just the ones that do, I just don't associate with, so they don't have my number or none of that shit. It's you know what I mean? Like,
Dude, I get phone calls like, "This is your cousin." Da, 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 da. And it's like I'm in town. It's like, who the fuck gave you my number? You know what I mean? And so you find out who did it, and they on some. Well, that's your family. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nobody else out there. You know what I mean?
And-
Y'all need to connect. And they're like, no, we don't.
you could stay with them.
That part.
Right.
If you're running the problems, you know, you got
Right.
your cousin out there. Like, no, I don't. I don't know him.
Right. I don't know you, motherfucker. You can't stay with me.
They give you a call for some bullshit too.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm at the bus station. Okay, so you got a ride. Okay.
Stay at the motherfucking bus station.
Nah,
Don't get off.
Right on.
Right
on.
You don't get them phone calls. I get them. They give like, I ain't heard from you in like 10
Man.
years, and I get that phone call like, my boyfriend beating my ass. You need to come over. Like, you need to
Wow.
call the police.
You need
That's
to call
what
the
you need.
police. Right. Right.
That's all
And
across
and let me
30 minutes of doing ass whooping by the time I get there. You
let me tell you,
Right.
absolutely.
Right.
any motherfucker that call you call you saying I'm at the bus station don't mean you no good. Anybody,
Facts.
it's only like
Facts.
2 people on that Greyhound that may not have had a couple of. Everybody be deplorables. I was on the Greyhound like, God damn, all these motherfuckers just got out of jail. Look at all these. Man, look, because look, them Greyhounds. Oh man,
Yeah.
they don't need to know we're good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey man. It is what it is. Family is what it is. And
Yeah.
sometimes, man, sometimes you have to put that hatchet down. Like, dude, we are done. You know what I mean? Until you get extra clean. I'm talking
Yeah.
like bleaching the system clean. You need to dry the fuck out, man.
You'll
Hydrochloroquine clean.
Yeah.
Trust me, family members, you will find somebody with similar interests. Maybe those interests are the same drugs that you like, but
Maybe.
you know, like we're good. You know, like
Mhm.
you know, I'm no love lost, but you know,
Yeah,
just
just
don't
go
want
over
to
there,
stay
man. Just do your thing. You know,
Mhm.
I can't fuck
Ain't
with
on
you
the
on that
same shit.
level. We just 2 different type of people. But if like 90% of your family is on that level, as far as you know, that toxic, you know, being extra fucked up, yeah, man, here's what it is.
Yeah, man.
Well,
crazy.
gentlemen, was that our last topic of the night?
I don't know. I got this one on
What you got?
Ivermectin or whatever that fucking drug is.
Oh my God, we could touch on it, man. Go ahead, man. Here we
All
go
right.
again.
So last episode we talked about these motherfuckers taking this deworming medicine
Yes.
for COVID.
Yes.
And you know, I said you shouldn't take, well, I should have let off with saying you shouldn't take any drugs for animals for humans.
Yes. That should have been
And-
your lead. Yes.
Yes. And also for every drug there is for animals, there are human versions of. So, you know, when they say people are taking this this deworming shit for livestock, and then they have an Arkansas doctor prescribing it to thousands of inmates with amazing results, mind you. No deaths. He treated all these patients with this drug with no fucking deaths in a prison.
Right.
But it's there are human versions of these drugs for specific purposes. The FDA does not recognize this drug to treat COVID. But this is a medical doctor He's probably read a lot of shit. There are a lot of studies about run-of-the-mill drugs being effective for COVID. There are a bunch of studies. Just Google them.
Okay.
But so this doctor is prescribing a medicine that's not supposed to treat COVID with amazing results, and he's being investigated for doing it on prisoners, and because it's not recognized by the CDC for treating COVID. It's just a fucked up situation. So doctors are not able to perform medicine the way it should be. They're telling doctors how to perform medicine from one standpoint, and that standpoint is the United States government. So normally this should be something that's only between you and your doctor. If you trust your doctor with your life, and your doctor says, hey, you got COVID, I've read a bunch of shit, this is normally for in humans, it treats like lice and shit, but livestock, it treats other parasites, but it's a parasite drug. But he goes, we have this parasite drug, and there's studies that say that it's effective in treating X, Y, and Z. Here you go. Are you willing to take that, or do you want, the traditional treatment from so-and-so? Like, normally they give you a choice. I guess this guy didn't give him a choice, but the state gave him a choice, and he treated COVID patients very effectively with a run-of-the-mill drug, and now he's being investigated for it. But that's my take on it. I think he's being murdered in the media, just because there are a bunch of motherfuckers going out to the vets and getting these drugs and doing dumb shit. That's just Americans being Americans.
Yeah, he's getting tied in with everybody else because he may be giving them the human version. The one, like you said, the flip side of the one. But all the stuff that we're talking about is there's a run at the feed store. They're going to they're getting the ones that's directly for the animals. There's no doctors giving this out. They're going and grabbing it off the shelves.
And keep in mind,
they're getting 5 bales of hay and some of this shit. You know what I mean? And again, you talked about, these guys, they may not be even given a choice. Like, can I get a shot?
Yeah.
Or do I got to take this shit?
When you lose your rights as an inmate, the state makes those choices for you. I'm assuming.
Right.
So the state gives him the authority because you're state property.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's true,
right.
But that's just my line of thought on that.
Gotcha.
But I mean, just keep in mind, this drug is a lot like other drugs. Like, with the same testosterone you use to treat, menopause in men, andropause, is the same shit they give the racehorses. So like it's when it comes to a lot of living cells, you can use this drug. I mean, they test this shit on lab rats. I mean, they
the
don't test this shit
human
on
version,
people.
though, right?
Yeah,
You
the
said
human
because,
version. Yeah, the human version prescribed by a doctor is what happened here. He treated 530 patients and had no fucking deaths. So, I mean, those are great fucking results in my eyes.
But that's fine. But it's hard to distinguish the two because it's the same thing, but one for animals and one for humans. And Americans are blurring the lines.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's where he's getting caught up in that. Like, oh, he's giving them horse medicine. And it's like, dude, there's another version of that. Nobody's talking about that part. They just saying that this doctor is forcing these guys to take these drugs because they are state property. I mean, but they say they also put stuff in the food. So, to pretty much, kill erections.
Saltpeter.
You went through basic, man. Is that true?
Nah, not first. I mean, no.
He was like, I'm still good with my wood,
Yeah.
But they say they put that in in the correctional facilities or whatever. They put that in the food to make sure.
I don't think it's true there neither. You got motherfuckers like the booty warrior.
Hey man, booty bandits. Yeah.
I don't eat nothing.
Booty
live
is
off of
better
booty.
than salt.
But yeah, it's
Right.
everything's always lost in translation, man. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
dude, when you explained it to me, I was like, dude, why don't the people, putting this out there? All we getting is these taglines saying that all these jokers are taking, horse medication,
Yeah.
horse and
I mean,
cow medication.
These motherfuckers read some shit on Facebook and they run with it. Like that's their own fucking stupidity. I mean,
And they did.
Yeah.
I sent you the article saying that the feed store is out. They're like, damn it, we can't even give it to people who actually need it for their damn horses. Who's gonna save the horses? And then you told me you do know there's a human version of that. I'm like, man, ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody saying that shit. And all they saying there's a run on medication at the feed store.
Yeah.
That's not good, man. It's not good at all.
No.
It's fucking scary that you would even think that makes sense. When you could go over to right across the street is a what you call it, is a Walgreens. You go get a shot.
The human version.
Come on, man.
Human version, right.
Nobody in America can look back at their high school years and say, I got a quality education.
Man.
Like think about that. I mean, this is who we're around, fucking idiot. We're surrounded by idiots.
Yeah.
And
it'll be your boss.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how that goes. That'll be your boss. That guy who's saying that I treat my own, I got my own treatment for COVID. Fuck
Ivermectin.
Man. So what? I got a craving for fucking hay. Yeah.
I sip my waters. I drink water standing on all fours.
Yeah. You had to bring this one up, man, for the last installment, man. Tang had to do a clarification.
Right.
Like this doctor is getting hammered. This doctor is getting hammered for effectively treating COVID in these damn patients, even though we don't have the results from this damn prison. We don't have anything. We don't have no case study from the prison.
Nothing.
All we got is nobody died. We know these motherfuckers might be in there fucking tripping.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't know. And again, they state property, which is crazy.
There are ways of fudging the numbers. This doctor is probably the same motherfucker that signs the death certificates.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. On that note.
Right.
On that note, that is so fucking true. Yeah.
Right.
Man. Yep. Yeah, that wasn't because of my treatment. No, he slipped. That was diabetes.
Right.
So, yeah. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Gentlemen.
That's it, brother.
Gentlemen, all right. It's been real. What you drinking there, Mr. Coppola?
That would be a Blackstone.
Okay.
It's a Cabernet. Very smooth and mellow. And
there you go.
Yeah, that's it for the kid.
There you go.
All right, we gotta plan this Napa shit too.
Yeah.
We gotta figure something out, man.
We do.
We gotta work with these see what these damn numbers is looking like, man. I ain't trying to move no fucking where, because I ain't trying to take no damn horse medicine to go to fucking I've been there already.
We can do something illegal. They'll treat us for free. They're getting great results in jail.
Right. Take this with some hay, motherfucker. It'll go down easy.
We'll put together a trip, man. We gotta do something, man. Get the fuck up out the house for a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, gentlemen.
All right.
You fought the evil.
Once again.
It's been real.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.